Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Chika Piranti. I am third semester student in major in public sector accounting, and I would like to present my presentation. And the title is Rhetorical Strategies. So here we go. Writer or speaker uses to communicate their ideas to audience, and the strategies you choose to convey meaning. Why rhetorical strategy is very important. Rhetorical strategies help a writer organize evidence, connect facts into sequence, and provide cluster of information necessary for conveying argument. You may choose to analyze the cause of outcome, compare one thing to another, classify your fact into categories, define a key term, describe a person or place, explain how a process, or narrate a pertinent experience. So this is the types of rhetoric: analyzing cause and effects, classification or division, contrast or comparison, definition, description, narration or explaining a process. Analyzing cause and effects. Focusing on causes helps a writer think about why something happened, and focusing on effects helps a writer think about what might or could happen. Cause is oriented to future, and effect looks back to the past, but you can use this strategy by working in either direction, from present to future or from present to the past. You can use this strategy to help you analyze cause and effects. Cause leads to these effects, and effect is the result of these causes. Comparing and contrasting. Comparison look for similarities between things, and contrast look for differences. In most use of this rhetorical strategy, you will want to consider similarities and differences. That is, you will want to compare and contrast. That because most things comparing have something in common. Even if they also have significant differences, you may end up finding more similarities than differences. Comparing and contrasting is an excellent strategy to use in writing a report or giving a speech to persuade your audience to take specific action. Classifying and defining. Division takes a general concept and breaks it into smaller categories, and breaks a complex subject into parts and making it easier to understand. And classification organizes for the reader and takes individual examples and groups them based on common traits. Defining. Explaining a word, object, or idea so the reader knows what the writers mean, and provide a starting point, special qualities of word or phrase, and ways of defining, classification or purpose, and defining and redefining are great strategies to use in argumentative writing. They help the writer receive the thinking of the audience and see a concept in a new light. Describing. When a writer describes a person, place, or thing, they indicate what it looks like and often how it feels and sounds. As a strategy, describing is showing rather than telling, helping readers see rather than giving them a formal definition, making the subject come alive rather than remaining abstract. As a writer, you will use description in many kinds of assignment in profiles of people and places to provide a key to their essence, and in scientific lab report to give details of experiment. Almost no essay can be written without at least some description, and many essays rely on this strategy as a fundamental technique. Explaining a process. With this rhetorical strategy, the writer explains how something is done, like how to write a letter, how to play basketball, or how to make French fries. Sometimes writers use this strategy in historical essays to show how something was done in the past. To make a process visible to reader, you will need to identify the main step or stage, and then explain them in order, one after the other. Sequence matter. In preparing to write a paragraph explaining a process, it might help to list the steps as a cookbook and then turn your list into a paragraph. Narrating. What is it? Use your story to make your point. Personal experience, anecdote, third person, usually incorporates descriptive elements, helps reader to identify with the writer or subject of the story, and last, every element counts. And how to use is as essay, my father's escape from Alcatraz, and within essay, in essay, Auntie Cuisine tells the stories of two cooks in two kitchens. And that's all my explanation. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.